So actually, this is a classification that Ibn al-Qayyim, rahimahullah, one of the classical scholars, talks about. He actually classifies different types of salah. But what I would say, kind of in a summary, is that one rule of thumb is that the more that you think about Allah outside of your salah, the easier it is to think about Allah and focus on Allah inside of your salah. So it's really a rule of thumb that kind of relates to how we live the rest of our lives. Because you see, think about it. I mean, imagine that all you think about outside of your prayer is, let's use the example of your video game, okay? So say you spend your entire day playing the video game. When you're not playing it, you're thinking about it. When you're not thinking about it, you're talking about it. When you're not talking about it, you're reading about it. So imagine that your obsession is this video game, okay? Maybe it's Fortnite or some other video game, right? And by the way, the headquarters...
Sister Yasmin, what is Fortnite? I don't know what that is.
I guess it was a popular video game at some point recently. I don't know.
Are you a Fortnite player? Like,
I'm not. But I don't play video games. But I will say I know about Fortnite because the headquarters that makes Fortnite was moving into my city. So this is how I know about Fortnite. But anyways, so imagine that that's all you focus on all day, you know, that you're either playing or talking or you're like thinking about it, right? So then as soon as you get on your prayer mat and you say Allahu Akbar, what do you think you're going to think about? It's not rocket science. You're going to think about the same thing that you've been thinking about and talking about the rest of the day. And so prayer just becomes really just an extension in a sense of your state outside of prayer, right? So if you're just focused on this video game all day long, then that becomes all you think about in prayer. So really, if you want to change that, you kind of have to also change how you live your day. You know, you have to incorporate more remembrance of Allah, or dhikr, azkar, Quran, you know, saying your du'as when you're going through your day. You know, when you leave the house, saying your dua. When you're driving, you say your dua. When before you eat, you say your dua. So what you're doing is you're training yourself to remember Allah throughout the day. And that becomes a lot easier to remember Allah in your salah.